guys, what's up and welcome back to
Two Bros in a Pod. Cast.
Yeah, cast. Alright, so what's up? How y'all doing? So you ready to say anything funny about your day today? Like funny things that happened?
Nothing eventful happened.
Nothing eventful. What about the girl?
I'm good.
Okay, so we're gonna be talking a little bit about like drinks and like just random drinks, I guess. I don't know. We just thought of this idea. And, yeah.
Beer. Just kidding. No alcohol.
Be careful! I just went in my eye. Oh crap. Yeah. So okay. So like, what's your opinion like on energy drinks? Like,
I've never had an energy drink before.
I actually have a story about that. So yeah, we got like energy drinks, we got like Prime, Gatorade, yeah. So I got this like hilarious story. Okay, so I wouldn't say it was an accident, but like kinda. I guess, kinda. It's an energy drink story. So you know like those 5-hour energies?
Yes.
I was like with this wasn't this year, this was like 8th grade. But like I was like with a bunch of my friends and I found one under my seat. Holy crap. I was like so dumb too. And like I like grabbed it and I'm all like holding it. And I go up to my friends and they're like, I tell them like, oh, it's empty, and they're like, bet, try it. And so I open the thing, I like hover it over my mouth and it like actually went in. I was like going like crazy that whole day, and like I couldn't like tell if it was empty or not. I mean, it's like super small. Yeah. You ever drink Prime? Prime?
Yeah, I've drinking Prime.
What's your favorite flavor?
Probably. Well, I've only tried the Glowberry one, and the Blue Prime, and then I tried the
Wait, didn't you say that?
The Ice Pop.
How'd you get your first Prime?
My first Prime, my first Prime was the Glowberry, and my buddy at school started to sell Prime. Okay, and I said if I was gonna buy some, I needed to try some first. So I tried the Glowberry without paying a cent. I tried some of his, and I'm like, it's pretty good. And he's like, okay, if you bring $5 tomorrow, I'll give you any Prime you want. I'm like, okay, I want the blue one. So the next day, I go and buy Prime from this kid, okay? The blue one, the first time I've ever tasted it, super good. Like, if you guys have ever had the Blue Prime, let me just describe it for you. So y'all ever tried the blue bug juice when you were like little kids? It tastes like that, but a little bit stronger. And then, but I was going on a field trip that day, so when I first bought it, I'm like, oh, alright, I'll take it on the field trip. And then I was helping a little disabled kid with like a wheelchair, trying to help get the wheelchair in the bus. So I set my Prime down on the floor, okay?
Was it stuff in there? Stuff in there?
What? Yeah, it was like a quarter. I drank like a quarter of it, like barely any, and there was still like that much left. I would say, this is the average bottle, so I'd say about like right there. There's still like that much left, and so I put it down, and then I got on the bus and we start leaving, and then halfway to where we were going, I'm like, oh, I forgot my Prime. I paid $5 for that. I'm like, and it was so good. And then I started to like fake cry, and all my friends were like, oh, it's okay, buddy. And I was just really sad the whole day.
Oh yeah, I remember when Prime was like $10, bro, for a bottle.
Dang.
And it's gone down to like $2, and you can get like a whole like 8-pack for like $10. And yeah, so my first Prime was the gas station. Also, if y'all tried a Beast Bar, that was a hilarious experience. Cause I walk in and I'm like, okay, I'll try that. Yeah, whatever. Like I'll admit it. I'm not a. Oh yeah, I gotta try this because I'm a big fan of Mr. Beast. I was just curious. So I walk into the store. Need that. So I get that light. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a little bit better. So anyway, so I go in. What the frick? I go in to like try this thing, right? And I get like 2 of them because you know like there's the regular and then this crunch one which looked really good and I wanted to try.
What was it? The D's Nuts one?
No, it was the regular one and the crunch.
Oh.
Not the quinoa crunch. Yeah, I've tried like 3 flavors, but
This
2.
is the Mr. Beast bar?
Yeah, the Mr. Beast bar. So I get this thing, I bring it to the counter, and then there are like this old lady at the desk, and they're all talking about how like sucky it tastes and whatnot, and they're all like, yeah, you don't want to try this. She starts like taking it back like slowly, like without even like asking me about it, and she like get all this candy. You can get all this candy and said, I'm so sorry about that. So I get all this candy and I'm like, I still want to try the dang thing. So she like gives it to me and she's like, oh, I'm sorry. And honestly, they're not that bad. I don't know what people are saying about them being bad. Like they're not bad. Have you had them?
I've had the first Mr. Beast bar, like the original. I hated it.
Oh.
It just did not taste good. See, it tasted like dark chocolate, and I hate dark chocolate. Dark chocolate tastes like dirt, by the way. No comment. Please don't spam the comments.
Please, spam the comments. We don't get comments.
Please don't.
We need this.
Alright.
Yeah. So, it's funny. Yeah.
So, I actually have a story.
Okay.
So I really like Coke. If you ever see me on the pod, wearing like a Coca-Cola shirt, that's why. I love Coca-Cola.
We should like have drinks on the podcast.
Yeah.
You know, like, what if we get thirsty? Like, we're talking a lot.
Yeah. So anyway, my go-to is Sprite when I was like 6 years old, okay? My go-to was always Sprite. Like, that's usually a little kid's go-to. Like, that's their soda go-to. So anyway, I'm like, my uncle's like, oh, you're drinking Sprite? I'm like, yeah, it's pretty good. He's like, well, I'll give you something that's better. Without even my parents' consent, he hands me a Coke, okay? He lets me try some of his, and I'm like, that's really good. You know, and Coke has like, I'd say about, like in a can, like about 34 milligrams of caffeine. So, that was a little bit of a rush for me, but so every time I go to his house, I'd get a Coke. But my dad also had Coke, since he really liked Coke back then when he drank soda, like a lot.
Your dad doesn't drink soda?
He doesn't drink soda anymore.
Oh.
Well, he only,
Did he quit completely?
Not completely, he just doesn't drink soda.
Because I quit for like 4 months, and that was pure torture when it got to the end.
See, my dad, he quit soda for a while since it was really expensive. It was getting really expensive and stuff. This is around like 2018. And so inflation was going up. And so he's like, you know what? I'm just not going to buy it anymore. And he used to be like me. I liked really liking Coke. And it was really hard for him to quit, but he also expected me to quit as well, but that backfired. I didn't. But anyway, so I would always sneak his Cokes. And I just love it. I just love it still to this day. It's so good. Please, if you've never tried Coke, go try it. And if you think that Pepsi is better than Coke, that's your opinion, and I respect that. Since if you ask me, Pepsi is just a sweeter flavor of Coke, and I respect your opinion, since I feel for both sometimes. Like, I like cherry Pepsi better than cherry Coke, but I like regular Coke better than regular Pepsi.
Hit that switch. The second one, the one that's already down. Yeah. Boom. It might be a little bit better. I think put the resolution a little bit. But your go-to was Sprite?
Yeah, my go-to is Sprite.
My go-to was chocolate milk and apple juice.
Chocolate milk used to be my go-to.
I think the first drink that I got really into was bug juice for sure.
Oh yeah.
My aunt would always would go to the gas station and she'd give me a bug juice and I was like so happy. And then I think I kind of got into root beer.
Root beer.
Mhm.
Root beers.
I didn't try a Sprite in my youth for a while, so.
I never really got into root beer. I mean, it's good and all, but I've never really gotten into root beer. Oh, yeah, just before with Coke, if you really want a really good Coke, cherry Coke, okay, might sound crazy here, but it's actually really good.
Oh, cherry Coke.
No, don't just get cherry Coke, okay? So when you're at like like the gas station or whatever, you go to the fountain drinks and you get Coke, okay? But you fill it up like until there's a quarter left. The rest of it, fill it with red cream soda. Makes the best cherry Coke you will ever have tasted in your entire life. Okay?
Where do you get the red cream soda? Because I've looked for it in some places and I just can't find it.
I get it out like Maverick.
Like they serve.
They have Maverick. Like if you go to the fountain.
Oh.
Yeah, they serve it at the fountains at Maverick.
That actually sounds a little bit kind of good.
And my dad taught me this trick when we went to the Pie Pizzeria.
Y'all like that High C?
High C, and I never really
What's your
got into
opinion
it.
on High C?
I've never been like a really big lemonade guy.
It's not just lemonade.
I know. I've never been really good at like lemonade, juice, and stuff like that. I'm never really big on that. I'm always like the carbonated stuff and chocolate milk. That brings me back to my youth whenever I hear chocolate milk. Wanna know why? Because when I was about 2 years old, okay, I learned to walk like when I was 1, but I would, as soon as I got my normal bed, I would wake up at 5:30 in the morning every day, and I'd go into my mom's room and I'd shake her, I'm like, Mom, chocolate milk, chocolate milk, chocolate milk. She's like, oh yeah, I'll go get it. And then she would turn on cartoons and have me watch there, since I'd kind of forget about it since I was watching cartoons like SpongeBob or stuff like that. And then I'd be like, she's like hoping that I'd forget it, but then like half an hour later I'd be like, Mom, chocolate milk, chocolate milk, chocolate
I just
milk.
remember, I'd just go, like, me and my mom, so when I was, like, younger, me and my mom shared a room, so, like, her bed was on one side and my bed was on the other side. And, so, like, my go-to drink was apple juice this time, okay? I can't drink apple juice anymore, I'm sorry for y'all out there. But, my go-to was apple juice, so, like, this is, like, the middle of the night. I'd, like, wake up for some random reason. I'd go over to my mom, Mom, I'm thirsty. And she'd be like, okay, let's go. She'd go to the fridge and just, like, pour me some apple juice. And give it to me, so I'd drink it, and, yeah.
You wanna know what I would have done?
Huh.
In the middle of the night, if you came up to me and said, Dad, I want some apple juice, I would have put sleep stuff in there. Like, here's your apple juice, son. And then you would like,
Melatonin.
literally just like in the middle, falls on the floor. Yes.
You're cleaning that up tomorrow.
Yeah.
I just also remember when I was like a little kid, my teddy bear. Okay, I was super like, my teddy bear was everything to me, okay? He was like my child, I swear. I'd be in my room. This is when we lived in an apartment. And so, his name was Teddy. And I would put him on this little chair I had, and I'd lay in my bed. And I had my own room at this time. And I just remember, like, I'd be laying in my bed, and I'd just be laying there, and I'd be looking at Teddy. I called my mom in. She comes in, right? And she comes over to me, and she's all like, what's wrong, buddy? What's wrong? Because I was, like, screaming, Mom! And then she was like, what? And I just go, Teddy's cold. And she was so mad, but she was, like, laughing at the same time. She put his blanket on, and she's like, will you go to sleep now? And I'm like, yeah, ask him if he's warm. It was so funny.
That's hilarious.
And, yeah. But, yeah, I would say my go-to drink was apple juice when I was little. Yeah, for sure.
Chocolate milk for me.
Chocolate milk. Okay, chocolate milk. Me growing up with chocolate milk was different than a lot of people, because on my mom's side and my mom and everything, like my mom would always makes the Nesquik stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But then you go to my dad's house and It was the chocolate milk, chocolate syrup,
Oh yeah.
which in my personal opinion, is best. To me,
Oh, the
like,
one with the syrup is
don't get
best.
on me about this. Is my opinion. Don't get on me about my opinion. But I think the syrup is better than like the bottled chocolate milk that you buy.
Oh yeah. I think the syrup's the best one that you
Yeah.
can get.
My mom, she disagrees with me, but hey, opinions, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So the only time I would ever get like the syrup is when I'd go over to my great aunt's house.
Oh.
And I would spend it on like the day there or something, and she'd get me some chocolate milk with like the chocolate syrup, and I'm like, that's good.
You know, I always wanted, like when I was little, I was like always like, ooh, because you know you see a different color and you're like, oh, that's so cool. So you know, like the strawberry, the pink. I always wanted to try that, and finally my mom bought me from that. I took a sip, threw it on the floor. That's disgusting. You know, I was actually babysitting this kid one time. This kid is like freaking formulatic genius, okay? Chemistry genius. He's literally making the syrup chocolate milk, right? And he puts like sugar in it, and he's like, if you just like take this and you put like a whole bunch of sugar in it, it's basically an energy drink. And I'm like, oh my crap. How does this kid know this? Like,
How old was this kid?
like, I would say like 7 or 8.
Oh dang.
This kid is just like, oh, and I'm just like, oh man.
How am I gonna put these kids to bed?
I'm sorry, adding sugar to drinks to me is disgusting for me.
Yeah. Do you wanna know? You wanna know what you add sugar to though? My dad also taught me this.
Coffee, for sure.
No. You add sugar, like when you're making like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. My dad didn't really like the jelly part of the sandwich, So what he'd do is he would put peanut butter on, but then he'd put sugar on it.
Oh.
It was so good. He taught me this like a couple weeks into the summer when I'd get bored with eating like the same thing every day. He's like, yeah, just make this. I'm like, that's really good. Yeah, and he's like, but you gotta put enough sugar on there. I'm like, what's enough? He's like, puts like 2 spoonfuls of sugars on there, and he's like, I'm like, and he just smiled at me the same way. He's like,
Have you ever had Starbucks hot chocolate?
I've never actually been to Starbucks, but my little brother has.
You gotta try the hot chocolate. It's kind of bitter, honestly. It's bitter.
It's bitter?
Uh-huh. And then you gotta try putting sugar in it. My mom got some and she got it with caramel. And I tried it and I went, oh, that tastes burnt. And I was like, we should put sugar in it next time. So I still have to try that. I haven't tried that, but I bet it would be good.
Well, you know what? When you said like, oh, it tastes burnt, it's exactly what coffee tastes like. Tastes burnt, but I don't know why.
I've never had coffee.
People like drinking coffee. I haven't either, but I know it's how it's made. It's pretty much burning cocoa beans, which pretty much kind of...
I thought it was like grinding them.
Yeah, it's like grinding them, but you cook them, which kind of like burns it, but it tastes like a little burnt. So...
You just do it in water?
What?
You just mix it in water or something?
No, it's like... I'm not sure. I've never had a coffee either, but...
He thought I was drinking coffee one time. So, the way our school works is, he's got his school, and I went to a different school. And so, they had a field in the middle of them. So what I would do is, one time, my mom was all like, she like bought me a steamer. You know how a steamer, they're really good. But she bought me a steamer and she dropped me off and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go pick up Drayton. I just walk with him, you know. So I walk over to the school and I got my hot chocolate, you know, and not hot chocolate, sorry, steamer. And I'm walking through the field and then I'm like drinking it and then Drayton's like, is that coffee? And I'm like, Yeah, what's the problem? And he believed me, so I just made up a bunch of stuff. Oh yeah, it's a mocha latte. Oh, we gotta introduce him to our man. Come here, dude. What's up? This is Rocky.
He's a cat.
Yeah, see? Look at his face. Look at that face. He's a
Dude,
cat.
you're ruining the show. Just kidding.
Yeah, this is our man right here. Bro, you gotta get off the podcast. Yeah, so this is our man right here, and
His name's Rocky.
yeah,
like
his
he
name's
said.
Rocky.
Rocky Balboa.
He's mine. We're at my house. Just in case you didn't know that.
But we're brothers.
Yeah. Brothers.
Hey.
I'll ever try this. This is pretty good. This is mango. You know, I didn't know it was an energy drink.
Wait, this is an energy drink.
Mhm.
It literally says energy drink on the top.
I
How'd
know.
you not know?
I don't know. I was just like, cause you know those Gatorade Fits. I kind of liked it, but I was like kind of iffy about it. So I'm like, okay. So I thought I was getting one of those. And then I drank it, and then it wasn't until I got the second one, and my mom looked at it, and she's like, "Dang, that's an energy drink," and I'm like,
What?
"This whole time?"
That's funny.
But like also, we got the other Gatorades. Alright guys, so I'm back. That was probably like a second for you because I cut it.
They ain't gonna hear my song. Okay, I'll sing it. I'm like,
But like Gatorade, I like these. Gatorade Zero. We're not promoting, by the way.
we're not promoting.
But we,
it wouldn't be bad if Gatorade like
honestly, the
supported
regular
us.
Gatorade, I don't know your opinion. I support your opinion, but the regular Gatorade for me is a little too sweet.
I actually like the regular Gatorade better than this.
But I also drank this. It's Body Armor Light. I've never tried the actual one yet.
Peach mango. Delicious.
Not really my flavor. I don't like it too much.
That's probably why
My
you
mom
gotta
likes
drink
it. But y'all ever drinking these, the Calypsos? You ever drink the Calypso?
No.
It's like a lemonade, and like it's got like a little message on it or something. Y'all had your
Refrigerate after
Prime.
opening.
You ever drinking Prime? If you, I don't want to give out a location. What about these? Oh, these are good. These are even 0 sugar and everything. They're just sparkling ice drinks. You ever had one of these?
No, I have not.
Really?
Actually,
they
no.
have these at the school.
No, actually, I have had one of those. All right. If you want to try Prime, you didn't hear this from me. Go to 7-Eleven. If you didn't hear me.
Bro, we can,
Link in bio.
I'm not Lincoln. Bro, 7-Eleven is worldwide. But the place I'm thinking about where to get Prime, there's this one place that has like every single flavor, but if it's Utah exclusive, and I already know I live in Utah, it's Harmon's. Go to Harmon's. They
Yep.
got the product. But I do recommend this, Glacier Cherry. Again, I'm not promoting. What's your favorite,
Nice.
like, okay, we'll just go over flavors now. So, like, what's your favorite Mountain Dew flavor?
Don't have one. I don't like Mountain Dew.
I like Code Red.
Mountain Dew sucks.
Hey, there are some people who like it out there. You gotta support that opinion.
I support that. I'm just telling you my opinion that it sucks. And I mean, you guys can like drink it and like it, but I just don't like Mountain Dew.
What if we released a drink? That'd be sick. Or like a candy bar or something.
Let's mix Gatorade. Let's mix
Like,
some Prime.
I actually want to do that. I've always wanted to do that ever since I was little.
Gatorade. More Gatorade. Mountain Dew. This thing. And Prime. There. We'll call it the Dratini.
So, like, I've actually always wanted to, like, take water, like, sugar, flavoring, all that stuff into, like, one drink
Mhm.
and drink it. Like, literally make my own drink. That'd be kind of sick.
If you would like us to make our own drink, comment down below.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're ready to wrap it up.
Okay, wait. What is your favorite? Your favorite drink's Coke. Okay.
Uh-huh.
What's your favorite kind of Coke? Cherry, regular?
I told you regular.
I like cherry. Alright, guys. So, thanks for tuning in to Two Boys in a Pod.
Cast.
Out.